Well, look, you know, over 100 years ago this week, a mob not far from Lincoln's home unleashed a race riot in Springfield, and that literally shocked the conscience of the nation. It shocked the conscience of the nation. But these folks worked so hard to make sure, a lot of people forgot it. There's railroad tracks there, there was a lot going on there, and people forgot it, as if, you know, it didn't happen. You listen to some of our colleagues and think, oh, no. We've never had this problem. Well, you know, you're going to continue to have these problems as we talk about the problems we had before, making sure we solve them. It also sparked the creation of the NAACP, and the leaders here today, one of the most important organizations in my view in this country. By signing this designation for Springfield 1908 Race Riot National Monument, we remind ourselves we have no safe harbor unless we continue to remind people what happened. What happened. It's really important. And I'm you know, as you've heard me say, when I had an operation years ago, the doctor told me what my chances were, and he said, you know, your problem is you're a senator. He said, you're a congenital optimist. Well, I am an optimist. I'm optimistic about this country because we're good people. And I want to thank the engineering firm that went out and found the remnants of the facility. I want to thank the Catholic Hospital for donating the site that was there to make this happen. And all these people behind me. And by the way, we have a Secretary of Interior who knows what she's doing. She cares a lot about all these things. So I know this may not seem significant to most Americans, but it's important. It's important. And everybody walk by this area and know what happened here, because it can happen again if we don't take care of ourselves and fight for this democracy. So I'm going to sign this, and what I'm going to do, because they didn't want to bring out 99 Biden pens, I'm going to give this first signing to the secretary, and then they're going to make sure every one of you who made this happen can get a pen, okay? Okay. All right. There you go. You don't usually do this, but Dick, do you want to say anything, or Nikki, you want to say anything, or no, seriously, because you guys worked, you started this in 2022, I think.
I did, Mr. President. Actually, we started it even before then, but we really gained steam and got it passed out of the Senate. And it's been stuck in the House. And so I just want to thank everybody here who came together to work so hard, because this is such an important part of our nation's history, what the Midwest has done in terms of being part of the civil rights movement. So much of what happened in the South started and was supported through places in Chicago and in Springfield. And I'm so proud that Springfield, Illinois is home to the beginning of the NAACP. Good things can come out of bad things as long as you don't forget what happened. Yes. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was not the only race riot in America by any means. My hometown of East St. Louis, Illinois had one as well. The difference here was it was the home of Abraham Lincoln. At that moment in history, people reflected on the fact that we were stunned and outraged to think this happened to Mr. Lincoln's hometown. And I think that's what inspired the NAACP, Mr. President. That's why that has national significance. But it was the connection with Lincoln that really drove home the point that racism has to end in America, and we're still fighting that battle.
I would just add again an appreciation to you, Mr. President, for honoring this moment in history for Springfield, and this, just the unanimous support for the community. This is a happy day for us, but that we have so much more work to do in our community in the strive for equality and justice. We still have a lot of work to do.
You know, I got involved in politics because of this movement. My state, to its great shame, was a slave state, and when I got elected, I ran to begin to change the nature of the parties. Make a long story short, we're making a lot of progress, but you can never stop. We can give hate no safe harbor. I'll say one thing about, one of the reasons why I was late for you all was I was dealing with the ceasefire effort in the Middle East. And we are closer than we've ever been. I don't want to jinx anything, but as my grandfather would say, with the grace of God, good little neighbors, a lot of luck, we may have something. But we're not there yet. But it's much, much closer than it was 3 days ago. So keep your fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we still connected, Jay?
Yeah, we are.